welcome back to a Life of Enchantment. I'm going to talk to you today about what it feels like when you spiritually awaken. Now, I'm going to talk to you about how it was for me and other people I've worked with and friends that I know. So, spiritually awakening can feel absolutely amazingly magical and overwhelming and frightening. So those are your two main, and we'll talk about each of those in more detail. So the amazing bit is that it just feels like you're coming home to your true self. It feels like suddenly things make sense. Suddenly things don't matter so much. The sort of things that used to worry about, the mundane. Suddenly there's purpose, there's meaning to things. You can have the most intensely magical experiences that leave you absolutely awestruck and feeling all tingly and amazing inside and awakened and safe and comforted. And you can have this lovely, bubbly, buzzing sensation inside of you that you're kind of awakening, or this excitement or urge wanting to move forward. You can feel tingling in your hands or your body. You can feel spirit feels cooler to me. Angelic energy can feel warm. When you connect with nature and people and crystals and things and the moon and the ocean and forests and all sorts and more, you can feel it deeply in your soul. You can feel emotions more deeply. You will see colours more brightly. You will appreciate the little things, the tiny leaves, the little teeny flowers, the massive moon, and just be absolutely, oh my God, in love with everything and life. And you can also feel really lonely and out of place. And you can have all of this in an hour sometimes, or just in phases. You can feel very grounded, you can feel ungrounded, you can feel frightened. And I wish somebody had told me to not be so frightened of it, because I think between Hollywood and how some people portray things, and I don't do anything with voodoo. It's not that I don't judge anybody. You do you, I do me. It's just not for me. I like love and happiness and light, and do no harm is what I live by. And I like to live from a place of love and light. It just fills my soul and my body with just happiness and joy. You can feel a bit lost. And I think it's because everything's changing. So sometimes even your taste buds change. The food you liked just you're not interested as much anymore. You might not like what you used to drink and, like I said, eat, and things that you want to wear may change, and the people around you and are not sort of giving you enough, or you just don't feel aligned with them anymore. And that can all feel a bit disconcerting. You can just feel a bit like, well, where do I belong? What's going on here? And what I wish somebody had told me is just trust the process, and it's fine. People don't have to be as spiritually open as you, depending on what relationship it is. We've all got our own paths, we've all got our own beliefs, and spiritually awakening means whatever it means to you. And it could be different for me, and it probably is, or we'll have differences, and that's okay. And that's what I wish somebody had said. You don't have to, as long as you have similar morals and values, and sort of, I suppose, in a way, maybe lifestyles, which is not totally relevant. You don't have to get rid of everybody out of your life. You have to accept them for who they are. And it's easier if they accept you for who you are. It does become harder where, when people are trying to pull you back down, or ridicule you, or pull you off your path, or make you into something to keep you where you are or with them. That can become uncomfortable, and you need to judge for yourself then whether or not you guys can work through that. Because I've had that quite a lot when people have tried to sort of pull me down or pull me off my path, and you end up just not feeling right. You don't feel good in yourself. You feel like you're ungrounded. It just doesn't feel like you're being who you truly are. I spent many years like that, and I really wish I hadn't. I do believe that things happen for a reason, so everything is as it should be. So I don't have regrets as much. I just wish I didn't fear things, and because when I was younger, there wasn't this knowledge. I wasn't around people who were like how I am, because my parents just weren't. So I navigating this was harder. And like I said, you know, with Hollywood and all these things, you know, where, you know, witchcraft or spiritual stuff, you know, unless it's around, you know, some religion, was seen as really taboo and, you know, wasn't the done thing, I suppose. So anyway, let's get back to the nicer stuff. When you start awakening and finding out and connecting with who you truly are and what's awakening within you and what your, like I said, colours will seem brighter, you will feel feelings deeper, more to your soul, happiness, joy, love, as well as some things that, you know, make you feel sad, and that's okay. I just wish I'd learned and flowed with it more. I hadn't resisted some things because of fear or ridicule, or like, oh my god, is it going to be, you know, am I going to awaken something to some bad spirits are going to come in or omens and get me? And I just, you know, I wish all of that hadn't been in my journey, but then it's part of my journey. The other thing I've found is that feelings of when you feel that you're lost or you don't belong, if you come back to self and who you truly are, you will find where you belong. But because you belong in here, this, your body, is your primary home. And no matter where you are, what you're doing, this is your, which is why it's important to look after it, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And I think that if you can accept that and enjoy that, the rest will just easily and naturally follow. You will find your tribe. You will find where you belong. Your life purpose will become clear to you, no matter what that means. It doesn't have to even be like that you need to be on stage or you need to be doing it. It can just be that, you know, you're, and I say it can just be, I don't mean it like that. You could be like just tending to your garden, and that's, you know, your connection with that, or, you know, how you bring up children or who's around you. I believe that whatever we do, positive or negative, whatever we're thinking, feeling, doing, whatever's going on, it's like a drop. It ripples out to whoever is around us and further. Like I said, whether that's positive or negative. So, know there are lots of things you can do to help yourself with this. The physical feelings like the tingling and the ringing in the ears and all these different things, I enjoy. Things being moved in my house, things falling off. I really like it because I'm not scared of it anymore. It took me a while to get past that because of, I think, Hollywood and how things were portrayed. Yeah, I kind of feared, like, oh my god, if it's out of my control. But actually, you know, when I connect truly with myself and truly with people who are like-minded and truly with trees and the ocean and the moon and just, my god, feeling absolutely in absolute magical awe of the colours in the sky of sunrise and sunset and the moon, connecting with the energy of beautiful trees and the ocean and rivers and Mother Earth, and the angels, and those feelings of comfort and warmth and joy, and it's like it goes right through me. I just feel like we're one, I'm just connected. It's absolutely amazing, and I need it. Like, for me, what I do right now is just what I do. I live and breathe it. There doesn't seem to be any definition between that, which I feel is wonderful. It took me a while to get here though, and like I said, there's been a lot of loneliness along the way, a lot of feeling I'm not fitting in, and maybe I don't fit in still, but I actually don't care, which that is another big thing for me, is not caring about what people are going to say. It's not because I don't care about people, it's just that my feeling, because I spent years being controlled and being told how I had to be and live and think and feel, now having that freedom, I don't want to, if somebody wants to ridicule me, well, that's on them. I don't want to focus on it. I do connect with fairies. I do connect with angels and spirit and all of that, and trees and things. And I've done some quantum physics reading. When you read about energy, you can really, align a lot of these things. They've sort of researched so much now about trees and how they communicate with one another, and also the chakra system, that, the more you delve deeper, the more the more I read, the more I feel like the more I learn, I love learning, the more I feel like I need to learn. It's not that I think, oh, I've learnt that now, because it just opens more questions and things, and I just see these planes of existence, and why would you ever want to stop learning? I feel like we learn until we're here, until we don't stop learning until we die, really, and then we carry on beyond. So back to how you will feel. So I hope this is helping you. I'm not going off too off on one, but so remember, there's a mixture of feeling, I don't know where I am, my puzzle isn't fitting, to, oh my God, I feel absolutely amazing, and I can't believe I live without this, and oh my God, I want more. It's very addictive, because it just feels so amazing. Like I'll put the link to the shadow work, and I can't remember the other one I was going to put. Anyway, but you can journal about this. I do wish I had journaled more about my experiences. Well, it's all up in here, and I'll talk about that, my own journey, more. So know that the bits that feel difficult or hard are because we need to, there's a lot of alignment that goes on. There's a lot, in order for us to be able to connect, we need to let go of some of our own thought patterns and things that we've felt and believed about the world and ourselves. And that has to happen, and that can feel uncomfortable. And that's okay. Just say to yourself, this is okay. I'm just changing. I don't believe the brain is afraid of change. I know a lot of people believe that, and I'll talk about that in another video. I think it's more that we're afraid of what it's going to be. What is it going to look like? Am I going to fail? Is it going to go wrong? Am I making the wrong decision? If you start to work with who you are and trust your body, does this sit right for me? Does this feel right? And if it doesn't feel right, well, maybe it's not for me right now. I need to research this or be drawn to this. If you really start working with how you're feeling, you won't go far wrong, I promise you. Listen to if something feels right or doesn't feel right, and go with that. Be open to change. Be open to experiencing everything that awakening and seeing the world in all its glory and magic and enchantment that it can offer you, and never think that you've reached the end because it just carries on and on. We change, we grow, Mother Nature changes. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, please do ask me, and I'll carry on talking about it and my experiences. And so until next time, my next video is going to be on how to navigate this, how to start. So I hope it will be helpful. And until next time, all my love, Ella. Bye.